Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Aphrodite and this is Aphrodite's house. So today is 420. That's when this video is being recorded, so happy 420 if you celebrate. I'm celebrating right now. Okay. So today's reading is going to be on what they tell their friends about you. Yeah, it's gonna be a pick a pile instead of pick a card. So, just because I'm reorganizing and revamping my whole room. Pile A will be the red Sharpie. Pile B will be the lighter. And, pile C will be my other lighter, I guess. So, pick a pile, any pile, whichever pile resonates with your energy, whichever one's calling to you. Okay, so red Sharpie, pile A. My camera setup is a little different, so I can't see everything from there. So, what are they telling their friends? The mic got caught. What are they telling their friends about pile A? What are they telling their friends about red Sharpie group? Oh my. Okay. Some cards fell down here. Okay, the Chariot. King of Wands. They're telling their friends that they're so happy that they've met you. They feel like there's a lot of potential to move forward in this energy. It seems a lot like it was, or it has been, mostly like sexual. There's been some emotional aspects in there, like potential talks of like further commitment and a future, but then it's mostly followed up with sex, and so it's confusing to you. You kind of feel like, well, is it what you say it is, or is it just about sex? They're saying that like your wish come true, even though you're stubborn as hell. You stress them out to an extent. I mean, but who wouldn't? Who doesn't stress out the person that they're spending all their time with? Okay. You. Oh. Yeah, this might have been a situation where you or they walked away temporarily based off of like false judgment. So it seems a lot like an original judgment call was made based off of kind of how they saw the relationship flowing. But once they were reintroduced to your energy, or you were reintroduced to their energy, it seemed like it got calmer. It seemed like there was that aspect of, oh my goodness, I can't believe I overlooked this, or I looked at it the wrong way altogether. What I thought it was is not what it is. I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side. I thought I was missing out on something. I didn't realize that I actually had everything that I needed, right here. There's this sort of safety and like security feeling. So I don't know if this is someone who you spend a lot of time talking to, like after you have sex, just about life, about the things that have been troubling them, troubling you. This person doesn't want to move too fast, too soon, though. I think this is definitely a situation of, like I said, once the energy was reintroduced and you both kind of realized that this wasn't a match made in heaven, there was this kind of eagerness for progression, but they've got their own baggage and they've kind of got their own things that they've got going on. And so one of the things that they're telling their friends is that I don't want to lose sleep over this. I don't want to feel like I missed this connection. I don't want to feel like I didn't make the right decision. I have a lot going on and I don't know how to fully express everything that's going on. I don't know how to fully be vulnerable. All I know is to say that, I'm going through something, and I know it sounds like mess, and I know that this person doesn't necessarily want to hear that because they've expressed that they've heard things like this before and it turned out to be, lies. That's not what this is. I'm really, really, really just going through something and I want them to be here with me. I want them on this journey with me. So it's this difficult situation of, if I commit more, can I truthfully handle that? And to the person who's asking about this is not a you thing, or if this energy resonates more with you, then I would say, it's okay to want to have someone in your life and still be confused about where they can be based off of how you can emotionally extend yourself at the moment. But honesty is the best policy, because no one wants to feel like they were placed somewhere and kind of kept on a shelf or left in a box until you're ready. You need to be fully honest and let them be able to make that decision. And I know that the fear here is in missing out on this opportunity, especially for someone who's kind of been lingering around and you've noticed it. A younger, more vibrant energy who makes them laugh and giggle, probably someone in their friend group, their immediate friend group, or someone that you've witnessed them talking to, whatever. This is just, if this resonates with you, I wouldn't think about that. I would think about healing yourself first, because you can't be in any sort of relationship if you're not healed. You can't be in any sort of partnership at all, you or them, if neither of you knows where you fully stand. I'm just adjusting that. That's not what I wanted. That's too much. Let's maybe take some of my more intimate stuff off of there. Great. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So pile 1, red Sharpie, pile A. I definitely think this person feels like you're a total wish fulfillment. They want to do things with you. They don't want to see you under the cover of night. They don't want to be your sneaky link. They don't want to just hook up. There's definitely more of an emotional aspect there. And they're telling their friends that there's more of an emotional aspect there. I just think that they don't know how much they can handle right at this exact moment with everything going on. And I think that's fair. I think it's fair to be unsure. But I think that if you understand that they're in a situation where they're unsure and you're seeing it and you're picking up on the energy, then you need to be the one to initiate the conversation. The conversation shouldn't be overly heavy. It shouldn't be pressured. It should just be a, hey, I've noticed X, Y, and Z. We've been kind of saying X, Y, and Z. What do you think? How are you feeling? Honestly, what do you honestly feel? And I think that will open the door and set the tone for the next steps in what's to come. I couldn't tell you based off of here. Well, maybe I could. It looks like you yourself have some positive forward movement, have some real good gain of financial stability, and really showing yourself off, showing off how amazing and great you are on the internet. So this would be like new Instagram pics, maybe a photo shoot session, whatever. Just having your finances really tight, really good, really together. Yeah, I see things outside of the romantic level being really positive and really coming together for you. I think it's just a matter of initiating this conversation. I really do. I think it's just a matter of really understanding that not everything involves you or has to do with you, but you deserve that clarity and that honesty. And I feel like they'll be really reluctant to give it to you at first, but I do think that when the time is right, when they feel the timing is right, more will be said. I do think that clarity is coming. I just think that as intuitive people or spiritual people, or naturally, gifted individuals, whatever you choose to call yourself, we kind of have this radar when things seem off or confusing, or 2 and 2's not adding, the math's not mathing, you know, whatever. And we want answers right away, but we have to learn that we can't force these answers out of people right away. We have to allow for their energy to be in alignment to share, you know. How much of it is like, okay, I deserve an answer, and then how much of it is I understand it's a slow process, and I respect that. There has to be this balance there too. So I'm actually going to pull from my Sacred Geometry deck and get some guidance for what you should focus on for the next couple of weeks. It can be difficult times, just really confusing. I am really tapped in right now in a really good way. The energy is not so overwhelming today. When I did my last reading, it was ridiculous. It was like way too many messages coming in at once. Romantic love. Let me see if I can get that. Will my camera adjust? It will. Cool. So it says, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with a reflection of a conscious lover. So the advice here from Spirit is, don't close yourself off to love. I understand that it's difficult. This person's maybe not sharing in the way that you want them to. You're really trying to find those answers, but don't close yourself off to love. I feel like there's so many different avenues opening up, and there's so much stuff that's going to be said within this connection that's really going to have you shocked in a good way, though. It's going to be like you didn't imagine it. So let the energy ride out, feel it out intuitively, trust your gut, trust your intuition. Obviously, this is just a general reading. There's like literally billions of people on the planet, so I'm confident that the reading will find who it's meant for. But just because this is such an open channel right now, and I'm getting so much advice, I would say make sure you trust your intuition, make sure you trust your gut, but don't close yourself off to love, because something amazing is going to bloom when the timing is right. And I just would not want you to miss out on things because other things are confusing. So, red Sharpie, Pal A, that's what I've got for you. I hope this was helpful. I mean, these readings are starting to get really straight to the point. Yeah, some of your guides really would just prefer to be straight to the point. So, that's what I've got for you. I hope I was helpful. I hope I gave you some insight into some things that you didn't think about before. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your 420. If you celebrate, if not, I hope you just have a great regular day. And yeah, bye. Hello, pile 2, or lighter 2. Huh. Happy 420. I just took a big ass hit and it fucked me up. But here we are, getting it done. So, 4, B, pile 2, lighter. What is their person telling their friends about them? Like, what is the conversation? You're a handful. To this particular individual, you're a handful. You're a temptation. You're someone that they really don't need to be spending. Wow. They were pretty straightforward. This is someone who you tempt in all of the right ways. You're sexy. You smell good. You've got your shit together. This weirdly feels like a third-party situation without being a third-party situation. This is so weird. What do they tell their friends? So they tell their friends, obviously, that you're a temptation. They say that you're a handful, but they talk about how they like that you're a handful because it's like bougie almost. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't believe how much money she spends, or how much money I'm expected to spend, or this, yada, 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 this, that, and the other thing. But like it's almost like keeping up with the Joneses, because now my finances got to match hers, my spending has to match hers. You guys feed off of that kind of addictive energy. So like, oh, I have to have the nicest shoes, and it's like, well, now I have to match you. Oh, but it's like, it's weird because I don't think you're dating. I think this is someone, I think they tell their friends that they love to just fuck you though. Like, you're that big. It's so weird because I feel bad for the other person involved, though I feel like that's more emotional. And this is more so like, man, like when I see her, she's always decked out to the nine. She's always dressed. She's so fine. I want to rub her booty. Like, I just want to. I see this person like licking their lips when they talk about you. Like, I have no business being all up in her panties like that, but I have to. I can't not. And this would be like their boys going like, I get it. Like, it couldn't be me. I'm not dropping all that money. I'm not doing this and that and the other thing. But, hey, like, if you and your girl are the person that they're emotionally connected with, because keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a full-blown relationship for it to be a third-party situation. This could be like the other woman occupies his mind, like emotionally. Like, this is someone who he was truly in love with, and you're someone he could potentially fall in love with. So like, that other woman is still, you know what I mean, just lingering. We've got karmic partnership, feeling triggers, turmoils, resentment, lessons letting go and loving you. Interesting. Soulmates in reverse. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. I could see that, the soul contract part here. Karmic partnerships tend to come around when we have more lessons to learn that we're kind of refusing to learn. Heartbroken. Separation. Cassette tape. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replays events over in head. This would be the replaying the events over in their head. And then sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. Yeah. Like I said, you guys feed off of each other's, like, temptations. It's weird. It's almost like, and it's almost like you know, too. Because you believe you're the better option, which, go about it. If you're the better option, then you are. It's not my business to judge, but it is my business to tell you the truth. So here we are. This would be like if you really just felt like, I'm that girl. Like, that's what I'm really hearing, like, from your end. I'm that bitch. It's almost like you know about this third party situation, or you know about the invasive, intrusive thoughts of like the old emotional relationship, and you're like, she could never compare to me. They could never compare to me, because it doesn't have to be a she. This is just from my feminine perspective. There we go. That's why. She'll never compare to me. She'll never do anything. Like, the greatest thing she could have done for you was leave you, because now you have me and I'm better. I make you better. When you stand next to me, when you walk next to me, when you breathe the same air as me, do you realize how lucky you are? And this is them feeding into that energy. This is them going, yeah, like, do you realize that I stalk your Instagram page? Do you realize that I, like, masturbate thinking about you? Do you realize that, like, you are the ultimate temptation? I just cannot get this past person out of my mind. And that's not a you thing, but like, I honestly don't see it ending well, though, because I feel like when you have a relationship, any sort of relationship, whether that be romantic or sexual, that's kind of built off this energy, it's so quick to crumble because it's built off of like false foundations. It's not really built off of anything that you both kind of want to grow with. This is more of a tit for tat. This is more of a, I'm gonna one up you, but there's no like true elevation here, because you're still stuck in those negative mindsets and habits, and you're just repeating them, only attempting to one up the other in doing so. But I'll tell you what, they tell their friends about you. They tell their friends about you, honey. They talk about it all. Just be mindful. when they're looking at you. Love call. That phone sex y'all be having. That late night phone sex where you be going rounds and rounds and rounds. They talk about that. They talk about the pictures that you send. The squirt videos. The yes daddy video. Yeah, they talk about those too. They talk about all of that. Nothing is private with this individual. Nothing is private with this individual. Not a damn thing. See, I caught myself out here needing to smoke. I had to make sure my thing wasn't gonna be on camera, you know. Jeez. Oh my goodness. So just be mindful of what you're doing and what you're saying, because this person archives everything. They keep everything. They have every voice audio, every text message, every picture. I know you see them clicking that save audio button on the iPhone. I know you see it. You're not blind. You're not stupid. Whew, child. Okay. Given how this reading literally just went. Oh, Lord. They won't let anyone else have you either. This is that. Oh, my goodness. Let me mind my business. This is like, they don't want anyone else to have you either. They just want to be, problematic. They just want to be problematic about it. Like, oh, she's texting you. She's calling me daddy. She's asking you about where you want to go to dinner on Friday night. She's sending me clip videos. I mean, let's be real. What advice do you have for pal number 2? What advice do you have for pal number 2? Them cards flew, honey. They hopped. Hop chips. Come on. You need to get grounded. You got the card 24 of Earth, which says the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. Get outside, meditate, ground yourself. If you meditate regularly, ask to be shown, like, what are the key problems in this and how you can move forward from this, because I don't really see this being a situation that you should involve yourself in any further until you've both done some healing. Like, on both sides, I feel like this person needs to let go of whatever emotional baggage that they have. I also feel like you really need to focus on the life that you want for yourself. You can't be one-upping someone all of the time. Like, that can't be your... I mean, it can be. You can be anything you want to be. This is the beauty of life. You can manifest whatever reality you desire. I just think that you could aim higher for the reality that you desire for yourself. If luxury is it, then why are you blowing all your coin trying to keep up with stupid head? I mean, this individual could be the love of your life, and he could still be stupid head if he doesn't have his shit together. You know what I mean? Their shit together, excuse me. Really spend some time out in nature. If you don't have any plants around the house, buy some. I don't specifically know the names of flowers. I'm not good at them, but I see this really pretty pink one. Pink lilies, there we go. That might be a nice one. Or some white roses, or even some red roses, or some type of really cute arrangement. Something that will brighten up the space that you're in, especially if you're not really an outdoorsy person. You can bring the outdoors indoors, but really just come back down to earth. Don't be so up in your head about this connection, because it's going to take some time for you two to be in different situations and in different environments before you can even really come back to one another the way that you would like to. I'm just keeping it real. So I don't know. Let me know how this resonated in the comment section. Let me know what's going on. Let me know the tea. I want to know. And if you feel called to, or you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below to the website. I am open for bookings. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your 420. I hope I was helpful. And yeah, bye. Okay, lighter 3, Palsy. This is your reading on what do they tell their friends about you. The channel message immediately off the bat is this could be the one. That's so cute. The Emperor just happened to be, we're gonna leave it. That was too perfect. Daddy energy, very well-rounded, very stable. Possible earth sign. I love the Emperor card. I love the Emperor card. You don't even know. I love it. Okay. That's them. 10 of Cups. As you can see, I need to get a new original Rider-Waite deck. This one got some water damage to it, but 10 of Cups, of course. It's almost like I'm psychic or something. What do they tell their friends? They often thought of themselves as someone that they didn't even think would want kids, but for some reason you give off such great energy that they've actually contemplated a future in which they would want kids, to have kids with you. You make difficult days better. What are they telling their friends? That's a lot. Okay. What are they telling their friends? There's a lot that they would actually like to change with the way that this relationship is going. I don't think they see you being as driven as them in some aspects. They want to change that. 4 of Wands. Happy home. Celebration. Rushing in. Emotional energy. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. I have a lot of energy coming in and out through my channel. Oh my goodness. Okay. Happy 420, by the way. Did you smoke? Yeah. That's interesting. Oh, upright. Well, you could have shed that. This too? Okay. They're telling their friends that you're someone that they don't want to take a risk with. In the sense that, like, they want to have things properly planned out with you. Higher institution of learning or marriage, very traditional. They see themselves taking their time. So I see the timeline being like, I really see myself building with this woman or man, and then spending time apart in your own separate spaces, getting engaged, and then moving in together. So really just like old school. I think a lot of the times we think that the process should be dating someone, moving in together, and then deciding whether or not you want to marry them. But I feel like the process is more like living in your own separate homes, really building up your wealth, really getting your careers together, you know, while you're dating each other. And then once you've committed to each other, then that's when you've decided that you can see yourself having a future with this person. I definitely don't personally believe you should move in with someone until after that engagement period, just because by that point it's a good conversation to talk about your finances, the potential life that you want to see for yourself. But it can be difficult if you're already living together and you've just kind of tolerated each other. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like you live together and you tolerate each other's living style because you assume that once you get engaged or get married that things will drastically change, the environment will change. Well, it's like, no, you should have been taking the time while dating or while being committed to each other, working on your individual finances and all that thing and all those things, to talk about things that you like and how you can see your lifestyle, growing and shaping with each other. And then, if it fits, the money fits, you guys fit well, you elevate each other well, then engagement is the next logical step. I think we get too eager to want to play husband and wife, or wife and wife, or husband and husband, or whatever you identify as. I think we get so eager to have that, and we skip all these steps. And by the time we get engaged or agree to get married, you've already kind of just tolerated each other. There wasn't really room for that push for growth. And I think that everyone needs that time while being committed to someone, or even engaged to someone. Sometimes you are engaged and you keep your own spaces to really just build yourself, so that when you come together, when you become one, when you become a family, things are in place for, should you decide to have children, adopt children, whatever the case may be, dogs, cats, whatever, you're good. You these are just my personal thoughts, based off of the fact that I didn't do any of this. I didn't do any of this, and I rightfully so was smacked with reality, and it happens. I'm good now. Everything's good. I'm happy. I'm in love with someone who gets it. But I definitely do see this being more of a grounded situation with someone who really wants to help you get yourself stable in your own space before you guys come together and do anything together. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to jump on the first flight and, marry you right then and there. I mean, they do. They love you that much, but they want to be smart and tactical. They want to make sure that you guys are going to be happy together, that your finances are going to be good together. And, when you decide to have kids and you need that time off to rest, to really nurture that baby, to really grow with, whatever the case may be, that the money's right. There was never a time when they were too concerned about having to struggle with just them working, if that's the case. I feel like that being this individual, very concise, very, very strategic, very planned. So rushing in with their truth, with their emotions, with what they want with you, but being very slow paced and logical and strategic with getting it done. I think they tell their friends these plans of the future, and their friends who kind of already have it together or may already be married or already have kids give them advice based off of, married life and the struggles that they had to go through and things like that, just to kind of help prepare them for some of the things that they might experience with you in the future. But overall, I see it being great. I see them saying that you stress them out a little, but what good partner doesn't stress out their partner in some type of way? Wow. This is beautiful, actually. This is so great. Date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan/set a date. What did I say? They're talking about it. That's so cute. They talk to their friends about all this shit. Oh my god. You can't make this up. Engagement ring. Oh my goodness. Yes. What else do they tell their friends? What else do they tell their friends about you? What else do they tell their friends about you? Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, working on it. Okay. This is kind of like I was saying. They don't want to ruin this. They want to really take their time and be strategic. They don't want to rush anything and risk ruining it. They really don't, you know. Good timing. One day at a time. There we go. Just figuring it out one day at a time. No pressure, no stress, no rushing. This is someone who is really thinking things out. So if you're someone who's like more emotional than logical, and you really want things to pick up quickly, don't push this person. They have plans. Just let it ride out. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. This would be, again, like I said, with having that individual space for you both to grow, but then coming together. This could also be like long distance. So someone who lives a little ways away from you. Long distance could be like 45 minutes, you know. No matter what, though, they're always thinking of you. They love you. They love you so much. Decisions, unconventional, stringing along, one night stand. That's interesting. Oh, perhaps this is how you feel? Because it's definitely not how they feel. It seems more like the question of, am I just that girl that you fuck? Or am I the girl that you love? They love you. So stop having doubts or else you will self-sabotage. Yeah. Ooh, deception. This says stabbed in the back. I feel like it's a lot of old and new. I feel like it's a lot of old and new. So I think a lot of it is them taking their time and being strategic for a good number of reasons. Also, one of those reasons could just be that they were previously hurt really badly by someone else. And so they want to be really, really sure with you and just take their time with you and really grow with you, while also keeping your own identity, their own identity, your separate spaces. That way, should anything happen or they get hurt again like they were last time, whatever it may be, then there's not there's no need for things like the dividing of pets and assets from living together. They really want to be sure before they take that step. Middle of the deck is twin flames. Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. So it's twin flames, and then under that is wedding rings. That's so cute. Okay. So you've got yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other, and then obviously wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul contracts, eternal love, everlasting promise, which is funny because we also have engagement ring, and then date, which is set a date. So marriage is definitely on this person's mind. If marriage is not something that's on your mind, make that very clear, because this person is really thinking longevity. They're thinking long term with you. You guys talk every day, you know, or you FaceTime every day, whatever it may be. You do it once a day, every day, or all day, every day, depending on it. And it seems like there's just so much love here and so much potential for abundance and growth within the relationship. So I'm actually going to go ahead and see what I don't know why I can never get the shot that I want perfectly centered. There we go. What do your guides have to tell you? What advice do you have? This is from my Sacred Geometry deck. And I'm only pulling one card. Or like I've been pulling one card. But of course, every card comes out. No. Can I just get the one, please? Just guidance for this pile. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alchemy. Okay. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. The message is plain and simple with this one. Don't self-sabotage. Don't allow old feelings to come and leak their way into this new relationship. Don't allow for past habits to come in and leak their way into this new relationship. This would be like feeling it, understanding it, and turning it into something else. Pain from your past relationship bothering you, fucking pain. You have self-doubting thoughts. Write things down. Turn that energy into something. Don't allow it to just sit there and fester, and don't act like it doesn't exist, because you're not helping your partner and you're not helping yourself. You're not helping anyone. You guys have probably been screaming at you to do some sort of shadow work, to work on transmutation, to work on allowing things to better flow, and to just be proud and happy with who you are as an individual, because you make up all of the stars in the cosmos and you're beautiful, and they want you to be happy. This relationship is a blessing. Please don't ruin it. Please. This relationship took so much time to like place everyone perfectly, and everyone had to go through their individual pains to get here. Please. It was too perfect. Do not ruin it. Please. Yeah. That's the advice that I have for you. So pile 3, pile C, the lighter. If this was helpful, let me know. Let me know what's going on with you in the comment section, if it resonated, if it didn't, if this was your energy, if this was more so their energy. Just, let me know how I did. So I hope I was helpful. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. If you feel called to, please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I will be posting another one later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!